Welcome to the Medieval 2 Total War OBG Discord Tournament. $200 prize pool, best of 3, single elimination, bracket of 16 players. We're down now to the semi-finals. As for HRE, we're spectating as Suspicious. And over here as France, we have Rumelia. I believe Rumelia won a tournament in the past. So he is a very good player. He knows what he's doing. Suspicious. He's got quite a difficult game ahead. Got a trebuchet though. That's good. And they didn't set the timer. That annoys me so much. It doesn't. I don't really care. But it could potentially be a problem if some player is cheesing or something. Like just corner camping or something like that. The crossbowman has set up. He's got his trebuchet just waiting on France now, I believe. Rumelia versus Suspicious. Oh, and here we go, getting straight into it here. So Rumelia started more on this side and he's straight up this hill. We had it on 6x speed there, so he just flew up here and ooh, lucky horseman. Saw the life flash before his eyes. He's straight up the hill, he's got the high ground set up. Boom, ooh. Yeah, and actually Rumelia here, he does have high ground advantage, but he might want to push and be more aggressive here to try and deal with that trebuchet. You don't want to just sit here fighting that. Sorry, my chair is very squeaky. It's usually fine, but it's very bad today. So if you hear any squeaking in the background, it's just my chair. Right, so they're both lining up now. Of course, this is the semi-final. Whoever wins this best of 3 goes through to the finals and gets guaranteed money. Whoever loses has to play for 3rd place. Alright, literally nothing is happening right now, they're just skirmishing. Trebuchets are firing, crossbows are getting some shots in, they're just getting into their positions, so a bit of a slow battle to start off with, but these are 2 very good players and they know what's on the line here, so yeah, they're obviously going to be playing it very safe. Trebuchet hasn't really hit anything special, like a couple of kills there, but apart from that, nothing special. Same with the crossbows as well, they're not really, like, they're just shooting other crossbows, not getting any, like, cavalry kills or anything like that. Oh, this is so annoying. They're so similar in colour. So we got Sicily here in grey and white, but France is in blue and white. These look like Sicily from a distance, but no, this is Rumelia's French cavalry. But it does look like Sicily from a distance. And I do like keeping an eye over here on these trebuchet shots, but again, they're not getting any kills. It'd be epic if it hits a general. Right, here we go. I think we're finally about to start. Like 10 minutes in, and the cavalry charges for the crossbowman for Rumelia, but now he's being caught on 2 different sides here. Poor Rumelia. Getting hit by the cavalry. He's got more cavalry charging through for the crossbows, but he does have to be careful. The trebuchets are still firing. He's brought reinforcing cavalry in. He lost a lot of his cav there, but the reinforcing cav is going to save the day for him here. He's about to get hit in the flank, but he's got some more cavalry reserves to help out there. And yeah, that really negated that charge. His crossbowmen are firing over the top. Excellent start here for Rumelia. Suspicious starting to struggle. We're spectating as Suspicious as well, so percentage of allies killed. So he's lost 17% and he's killed 23%. I believe that's what it is. It's like, I always know it, but suddenly I'm getting confused by this. I don't know why. You know, it's like when you always do something so frequently and you ask, are you sure you do it that way? And then suddenly you're not even sure of anything anymore. I'm sure you get what I mean. The big cav charge here from France into the infantry, that was an absolute waste of cavalry. Didn't really get any kills there. Into the front of infantry as well, when there's pikemen that close. Oh, Rumelia, what were you thinking there? You've lost your cavalry advantage pretty much. And he's had to pull back with his other cavalry now. The diseased trebuchet is shooting at him. Not good. And now, suddenly Suspicious has a good line here of infantry. It's going to be difficult for Rumelia to break through. Fairly even in kills though. It's like there's only a 5% difference. Ooh, more trebuchet shots missing. Actually, I don't think that one did miss, because it's firing diseased animals. I think that technically hit due to the splash zone. Right, we're now ready. We've got infantry support. They're about to be engaged. And the main battle in the centre is about to begin. The flank didn't really work for either side, I don't think. I think both sides pretty much lost all their cavalry there. Suspicious still has a few back here though, but France, yeah, also has a few, but they lost a lot of cavalry, and I don't think either side achieved any real advantage, especially after France lost a lot of theirs. So yeah, very even 50-50 right now. I think it's probably going to come down to the infantry in the middle, or maybe to see what they can do with this tiny flanking manoeuvre here. Suspicious focusing more on the higher ground. Are they actually going to charge in? Yep, Suspicious is charging in there. He's got pikemen and heavy infantry to deal with. He's going for it. He's going to lose a lot of men there. There's going to be a lot of death, but I think he might just start to cut through. And then big mess of cavalry there. I'm more curious about this side though. Never mind, he's pulling his cavalry back to the right flank here, is Rumelia. I can't tell who's winning this. Alright, broken French, broken French, broken French. Okay. The French cavalry just absolutely collapsed here. Suspicious's Sicilian cav dominated that. Well done, Suspicious. And he's got his infantry support here as well, and he's now got the full cavalry advantage. And then the French cavalry here is diseased as well. They're trying to charge him in, but they didn't get a that good charge. Rumelia really needs to rely on the infantry now and hope that that can have a good push. Ooh, Trebuchet shot right in the centre there. I don't know who that killed more of. Did that get more friendly fire, if anything? Possibly. And the Sicilian cav just dominant on this side. France still has a few cav units dotted around, but they are outnumbered. And the French centre, I think, is starting to collapse. Yeah, we've got one unit breaking there. He's got no one on this side. He's got another unit breaking there. I think the battle's about to end as well. Another unit routing, and there we go, mass rout for France. Suspicious is cutting his way through. He's got the cavalry advantage as well. I think he's won it. I think he's going to go up 1-0 in this semi-final match. He killed 68%, only losing 47% of his own, making it to 70% killed. Well done, Suspicious, going up 1-0 with the Sicilians. Well played. Let's check the stats here. So yeah, I'm right, yeah, I'm right. So the one with spectators is the allies killed. Okay, yeah, good. I thought that's what it was, but my brain just started really messing with me. Well done, Suspicious, and there's the stats if anyone wants a closer look. Nothing really standing out, which is interesting. Like, apart from that one crossbow unit there, nothing's getting in the hundreds. That is rare, especially for the winning side. I guess he's a very balanced player, even all round. This time Suspicious is playing as France. Swapped sides somewhat, and Rumelia here, forgot his name for a second, is playing as Russia on the double trench map. I like how this map plays. Another trebuchet for France there. For Suspicious, wonder how he's going to use it. Wonder if Rumelia will bring one as well. Right, he's starting very far back, and Rumelia starting more on this side, not bringing the trebuchet. So, oh no, it's Scotland he's playing as. We've not seen Scotland before, I don't think. Almost a cav charge there, so he's gone straight for the high ground. Suspicious holding back, but he can because he's got the trebuchet, so he can just bombard at Rumelia all game. That means Rumelia can't just use the high ground, he has to charge forwards. And then this map basically becomes grassy flatlands. Exactly what I wanted to avoid. I wonder how the Scottish are going to do. We don't see them in tournaments, right? They do have pikemen. I don't know if they're any good though. To be honest, I don't think I've ever really seriously played as Scotland. So I can't say too much about their roster. He's got his cavalry dotted around. Mostly on the right flank here, and he's got to push here for Suspicious. Suspicious is dug in, he's got the trebuchet which allows him to do that. Sit back and just bombard from a distance. He's got his cavalry on his left to match Rumelia's right. And he's got his infantry trying to guard his trebuchet. Bit of a weird formation. It's like it's got a bit of a weird opening here which I'm not used to. I think the trebuchet's firing dead animals again. Yep, so that's going to poison them. Not what you want. I don't know how bad the poisoning actually is though. If the professional players use it, it must be somewhat good. Cav charge came through, hitting some infantry, and then pulls out safely. Good start for Rumelia. We've got a short battle here, so someone's done a rush in, and it's not going to go well for them, I guess. And I bet it's Rumelia who's rushing in here because he's getting poisoned on a lot of his troops. He has to make a move. But maybe, you know, this rush-in strategy could work for him. He might just cut through, get this win, and take us to a game 3. And then here we go, he's about to charge in. Pikemen and swordsmen leading the way. The cavalry's on the flank, getting in there as well. Forcing back Suspicious's cavalry. But it's not good when they're all diseased like this. He's got his Gallo guy, Gallo Gleich, whatever you call the marksman here as well. They can't really do much. Ooh, friendly fire from the trebuchet, that's good for Rumelia, but he is losing a unit. He's already starting to break. And his cavalry is not even charged in yet. Just trying to work with the flanks. I think it's going to come down to the infantry in the centre line. He got caught off guard here. Suspicious brought his cav unit in here, but I think Rumelia reacted in time. But is the Scottish cavalry any good? I think French cavalry generally tends to be better. I think he needs to win this in the centre and cut through, take out that trebuchet and control the centre. I think that's what Rumelia needs to do here. And his cavalry's breaking. Yep, French cavalry definitely better, and they had the better charge as well. So they're gonna come in on the flank here, they're gonna take out his axemen, they're gonna hit him on the flank. Could cause a mass rout. Rumelia is open, but he is actually cutting through in the centre, I believe. He is starting to win this in the middle, so he needs to cut on through quick before he gets flanked. But everyone's poisoned. And over here the Scottish cavalry having to retreat as well. Away from the pikemen and the cavalry, there's nothing they can do. France just has the better cavalry here and the better counter-cav. And as we've seen in these matches, it's usually the cavalry that decides the winner. You want a good cav faction, I believe, in these matches. Don't know where that trebuchet is firing. The Scots do somewhat come back though. They're coming back to the field. Although they are starting to rout in the centre as well. It's just pikemen pushing pikemen. Difficult to tell who's on whose side as they're all wearing blue. And I think they've got the same armour on as well. I think it literally is the same uniform. So difficult to tell. But it does look beautiful. I love seeing heavy infantry fighting medieval too. All the shiny armour. It's stunning. Some less armoured units there as well, but they're still doing the job. Still keeping the Scots back for cavalry. For Scotland trying to charge through here. But we've got caught again on the infantry, so they didn't get a good charge. Meanwhile on this side, oh no, the French cavalry. 3 cav squadrons. And Scotland just doesn't have the cavalry to match it. I like how this looks for Suspicious here. He's broken the Scots on his left flank, he's broken a cav unit there. Although they're fighting to the death, near the trebuchet, they could stop the trebuchet from firing. Yep, just stop the trebuchet from firing there. I guess that's good for Rumelia. Oh, instantly like that, he completely breaks. He might have surrendered actually. That could be what happened there. Did Rumelia surrender? It's possible. Either way, well done there, Suspicious, going up 2-0. Killing almost 70% of Rumelia's army, only losing 33%. Yeah, Rumelia would have known it's over. Quick look at the stats here. That pikeman unit, 0 kills. Yeah, he had units in reserve, not even needing to get into the battle. That pikeman unit got 215 kills. The cav weren't even needed for the most part after they took out the Scottish cav. That was an epic victory there by Suspicious, really well played to him. And he will be going through into the final to compete for that $100 first place prize. Rumelia, he was meant to play in the 3rd place playoff, but he didn't want to play, or maybe something came up, I don't know the exact reasoning. So yeah, Rumelia overall came 4th in this tournament. Still, out of 16 players is good. Well done, Rumelia. But big well done to Suspicious for making it through into the final. Thank you for watching.